Welcome back everybody to Let's Play Hot Wheels Beat That. We actually seem to be getting a little bit ahead of schedule, surprisingly. We might finish this game next episode instead of an episode out from then. Maybe, maybe not. Also, different cars we haven't played as in so long. Who do we decide to play as? We haven't played as Vert in forever, or 16 Angels, or XT3, or Muscletone. Jeez. Or Drifting Ryan Storm, for that matter. Or Silhouette. I haven't seen Silhouette in the longest time. You know, I guess I'll choose Drifting Ryan Storm, oddly enough. I was gonna go with Vert. I think it's been longer since we've seen Drifting Ryan Storm, though. Is it? I don't know. We played Drifting Ryan Storm, I think, last playthrough at one point. I ended up just choosing Vert instead. Vert was the one I was thinking of the most, though. I don't want to waste more time just sitting on the character select screen. Or, I guess, to people that play this game normally, the car select screen, devoid of characters in any capacity. That goal is basically just a gimme. It's kind of weird that it's there. Oh no! Okay, well, we also could have chosen that car. It's fine. Don't worry about that one. Let's let the Phantom Racer make a resurgence briefly. I don't believe that Vert will actually... I forgot about that. Vert has been reappearing, actually. Vert has been getting screen time. I should play this Drifting Ryan Storm, then. But this car does not turn very well. Which is kind of for the better, since that means it's not going to fly on the side. Probably. There's that weird graphical effect that appears under your car when you're on the ice hockey rink. It's kind of weird. I can't quite tell what's really supposed to be. Ooh. Ooh. But anyways, I don't think Vert's gonna appear in the final tournament. Is there someone behind me? Good job. I imagine they're gonna have their place taken by whoever it is that we run into. However the new final opponent is. That has been, or, well, initially that, I guess, now Slingshot has been warning us about this whole time. For quite a while. Yeah. Actually, I couldn't decide if I wanted to get rid of my missiles to reload, or if I wanted to try to hit Spectre. It's still very weird to me that I can fire if one of my rockets actually come back visually on the right side of the screen. It'll still be green, I can still fire. Oh, there you are. What are you doing boosting along like that? Not a lot more. Just nice to see Vert get a little... My god. See, Vert knows how to do some rotations. Making the most of that little bit of airtime he had there. That's the good way of thinking of Vert. Making the most of what he has. Hence the being the comeback king of the group. Anyways. So, Vert's probably gonna be the one that gets the boot. I'm surprised, though, seeing Vert here after all this time in these races. And doing kind of okay sometimes, too, I think. God. We've had a few racers really show their determination in this series. He's trying to stick around with some other racers that seriously outclass them. Oh, I do actually have one more race anyways. In that case, Drifting 24/7. Drifting Ryan Storm. So I tried to say something earlier, and it was last episode in fact, and I kind of forgot I was trying to say it at one point. I suppose Jackhammer was Bedlam. Jackhammer just doesn't really look like any particular cars, despite being supposedly a member of the Golden Tetrad. Not in the sense that they're literally Jackhammer is, but in terms of what a Golden Tetrad member we assign to them. But it's not Governor, it's not 16 Angels, it's not Scooby-Doo. What was in the air just then? Above me. So that only leaves Bedlam. This doesn't look like Bedlam in any capacity. This is a hard part to draft done. This should have worked. No idea. It might have. I love how some cars just barely manage to make it through those loops. It's a lot funnier when they manage to fall off, but it's kind of hard to make that happen sometimes. I don't know how long this draft actually has to be. It said 6 seconds. I don't know how many points you get per second, so it's hard to use the points counter as a timer. Also, there are lots of turns happening compared to most of the other routes that these guys take in these rampages. Okay, so that should be no doubt enough. I don't know if it's going to say anything. Nope, I guess I already got it. Okay. I figured I had it the first time. It's just that it's hard to be sure. Concerning the game can actually say whether or not it did. Save state, almost forgot. Don't want the game crashing on us. Or rather, if it does crash on us, we don't want to lose progress as a result. Can Drifting Rat and Storm pull off the shortcut? Beautiful. I mean, right through where the blue ring would be if there was a blue ring. It's actually easier with a slower car, so it's not especially impressive, but oh well. I was really hoping I'd hit, although I had no idea what angle that would go at. Go away! Yeah! Drifting Rat and Storm, you horrible person, you. Your antagonist. Just pushing an injured slingshot off of the side of the road. Oh well, anyways. Tournament, here we are. We've unlocked the last thing we're gonna do in this game. The whole game. Jeez. We've spent quite a lot of time on this game because it's kind of filled with filler playing through the same game 3 times. But anyways, I wanted to see all the cars and whatnot, and it worked out with the plot, so it works. But so who's gonna be here? Well, it's time to see if we can find out. Whatever the case is, we're gonna be in our final showdown here, and I thought long and hard about this. I'm actually going to go through this one so fast. See, the reason I talked earlier about wanting to play as Slingshot going through that last race, multi-lane match in the Eliminator, was I did like the idea of Slingshot being the one to come up, rise up after the things that have happened, and actually be our biggest help in tracking down and catching up to, I guess, potentially stopping or whatever it is that we're looking for now. But at the same time, how could I ever pass up the chance for So Fast to make amends with what once went wrong? So Fast did, in a certain capacity, have their 45,000. My God. Let's say fulfillment with beating that, being the one to beat that in World Race, but still, that doesn't undo what happened here. But we now have an opportunity to undo what happened here. So Fast does in fact now have a second chance here in the bowling alley. So it's not going to be as bad as with Jackhammer, thankfully, because this car's a lot faster than Jackhammer. It's still going to be a little tough. Regardless, 1, I've had a lot of practice with Jackhammer. 2, I have actually completed this race on this difficulty with Jackhammer as well. But on top of that, I'm actually going to have a little bit of a different win condition here. My intention is not necessarily for So Fast to win every single race. I mean, I'm going to try, of course. We're still going to have things like that happen. But no, my greater intention is instead for, I suppose, us as a whole, but more specifically, more importantly, so fast and or slingshot to beat our newest opponent. Whoever that is, I'm not getting a very good look at them right now. I don't want to slow down and look at them. I mentioned before, this is the one place where you can get ahead on this track, where I am right now, so I need to take advantage of it. Actually, I'm going to one line there. See if maybe I mess them up. Nah, one person hit multiple mines. Oh well. Do I want to try to hold on to this mine until I come back here or not? I don't know. So the intention will be for slingshot and or back off. Someone right behind me to beat this new opponent on every single, not necessarily on every single race, at least overall, but also hopefully on every single race. Especially hopefully on the last race. Ha! No! No Tesla. Tesla, you. I'm actually quite glad I managed to stay ahead for a while here. It's so much easier. I'm still using a car from the very beginning of the game, but it's so much easier than using Jackhammer. Because Jackhammer is the slowest car in the game, and so fast is very, very fast by early game standards. True to the name. Which is why it was actually a sustainable car throughout the entirety of the first run through of the game. It's also nice just to come back to this car after all this time. I don't mind playing as it because it has a manageable speed. It doesn't have issues that the fast cars have with flipping over all the time. Look how far ahead I am. I'm going against cars with practically max stats of the car from the very beginning of the game. I actually have a lead on them. Jackhammer would barely... Oh, careful. Jackhammer would very, very barely be ahead. If they catch up with me on these straightaways, like this one, it's like there's no challenge here. Also, I don't get supercharged pretty much anything ever, unfortunately. As much as I'd like to right now. Stupid. It's my only respite if I... Oh, come on now. My only respite if I get hit by a freeze or whatever is that if I drift, I will start turning, but I'll turn in very unpredictable ways. Everyone's clawing at the very end here for the win. I got a rocket supply. Darn. Can I at least supercharge it? Nope, because the game did not care to count for... care to count my drift. Okay, so if they get ahead of me, I can at least shoot them. I don't know if that'll do much, but I do manage at least to get this boost. Still have a fairly long straightaway, and they can really get ahead of me at the end here. It's so much easier than using Bedlam, though. It's a whole order of magnitude easier. Oh wow. Jeez. Oh hey! So Slingshot's companion managed to get ahead of them. That also helps. We also might count that in Slingshot's place. Unfortunately, it's very sad to see what happened to Slingshot here. We might have to pull most of the weight, unfortunately, for them. Even though we as a whole managed to actually do remarkably well against this new opponent of ours. We still haven't gotten a good look at, but Slingshot has emphasized to us the importance of stopping them. We'll actually talk a little bit more about the specific things that they've done next episode. But that'll be it for this episode of Let's Play Hot Wheels Beat That. I'll see you guys in the next episode when I don't know if we'll finish the next episode. It might be the episode after. Probably, in fact. But in any case, I'll see you then, guys.